Namaste, hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. So, in the previous session, we were discussing how British made possible efforts for establishing effective administrative system and for proving the plans, policies, programs, investigations, agreements, and others implemented by different British officials. They gave importance for maintaining their own set of documents. So writing documents are making an evidence for their administrative matters. It became important, so for that they appointed the specialized person, one who is expert in making or writing the documents. So they are calligraphs, and art of beautiful writing made by these calligraphists, it is identified as calligraphy. So later in 19th century, so before establishing effective administrative institutions are set up in a region or in a country, so British thought or believed that a region or the country need to be studied properly. So for that they gave importance for making or establishing or implementing another means of collecting information about the region, that is through the survey. So in the beginning, survey became important for collecting the information about the region in a different aspects like topography, soil types, fertility of the soil, then climatic condition, then agricultural seasons, agricultural activities, cropping pattern, crops produced. Then moreover they went with collecting information about local history. Then later, after collecting information about the region, they gave importance for collecting information about the people through the different means of collecting information about the people. They implemented once in 10 years, and the operation is going to be identified as census. So later, by end of 18th and mid of 19th century, even they gave importance for conducting surveys in different aspects, where they can get different informations like anthropologically, geologically, historically, then culturally, then flora and fauna, that is vegetation. Then moreover they went with collecting information about all other kind of required information about them. Then let us discuss in today's topic, that is what official records do not tell. What official records do not tell. So before starting this discussion about this concept, so let me make it clear explanation. So official records is the terms mentioned here. Official records, ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳು. So here British gave an importance for preserving documents relating to their plans, policy, agreement, investigations and others. These set of documents, they are given importance to preserve in a specialized established institutions in the form of archives and museums. Now the question is, what these officials do not tell. So official records always focuses on administrative matters. So only administrative related information and things can be known from the records. Then what other than this, what they do not tell? Let us discuss. The plans, policy, records, investigations and other kind of records made by British are all the documents which are mainly focused on official ideals, official themes, official principles. So these kind of documents are always given importance to preserve for posterity, and they do not focus about the feelings and opinion of ಕಾಮನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಲಭ್ಯವಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳು, ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತದೆ ಹೊರತು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಹೌ the life of the common people was in the same period. For example, now you people made notes for different subjects. Now holding a notes relating to social science, so you will be able to get information or notes relating to social science. If you are interested to know any kind of such notes relating to science, is it possible for you to get the science related information from social science? Never. So similarly, the administrative records, plans, policy, investigations and others made by British, so they are made as a document focusing on official ideals, and these documents are given importance to preserve in order to focus their posterity, gaurava. Then these documents, they do not focus on the life of the common people. Similarly, we can get many others kind of documents in the form of people's diary, and then accounts of pilgrims, epics, autobiographies, biographies of great personalities in our local bazaars. Say for example, the Wings of Fire. I think you got no. It is the autobiography written by our former president, great scientist APJ Abdul Kalam. So Wings of Fire, this particular book or record, it mainly gives information or explanation about the life and achievements of APJ Abdul Kalam. So only about APJ Abdul Kalam we can get information from the book. We cannot get information about other person from the book, who are directly or not indirectly connected or not connected with APJ Abdul Kalam. So similarly, many such diaries, accounts of pilgrims, epics, biographies and other kind of documents are mainly available in the local bazaars, and these records will not give information to us about administrative records or administrative informations. Only those who prepared the documents, they can experience how history can be enjoyed. ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಇಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬರವಣಿಗೆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಹೇಗೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದರ ಮಹತ್ವ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತಾನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೋದೇ ಹೊರತು ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳಿಂದ. ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಬಜಾರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಡೈರಿಗಳು, ದಂತಕಥೆಗಳು, ಕತೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳು, ಆತ್ಮಚರಿತ್ರೆಗಳು, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇವಲ ಆಡಳಿತಾತ್ಮಕ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತಹ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಭಾವನೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಟುಡೇ ಸೆಷನ್, and with this or tomorrow let us conclude the chapter, and we will discuss an exercise activity for the chapter in upcoming sessions. So until then, take care of yourself, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you one and all.